Hey there, camera. Hey guys, it is Satisfactory Saturday today, and we're gonna jump into it. Let me just move my camera just a little bit here, see if I can get a better position for it. 1 second. Whee. I'm using a disinfectant wipe container to hold the camera up. It actually kind of works. I'll get a better mount for it eventually, but I mean, you do what you can. I know a particular YouTuber that uses a Kleenex box to hold his microphone, and he only has like 2.5 million followers or subs on there, so he's what I would call professional. So disinfectant container for my stand for my camera is okay, I guess. It works. All right, camera, let's get a little zoomed in. If we can, please, right there. That's right. Go up, 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 up. Good. All right, now let's just tip you up just a hair. I think I'm going to take the sunglasses off, too. I really need them inside here. All right. Well, let's jump right into here. Let's test my buttons real quick. Stat, microphone, and audio. Okay, I think we're good. All right. All right, cool. Satisfactory. I don't know if I played any more of this since excuse me. Since last Saturday. I think I got on to some other things Saturday after I played, so I didn't jump back into the game. And I've been doing a lot of progress on my Minecraft world this week, so sometimes it's one or the other, and this was not today. Okay, it looks like I did rip the old bauxite facility out here. The last thing I did, so maybe I did some work on here. I think, yeah, because I did, I got all these, the trim put around all the rails down here. All the way around the entire thing. All the way around. And I ripped out where I was sending the bauxite over here. So let's, dang, I really need a way up. Oh well. Let's hop on up here real quick. We're going to just use the old-fashioned way around. Let's make it to this platform. Boom, boom. And keep going up. I don't like that. I don't know if I dislike it enough to do something about it, but... okay, let's go ahead and... throwing these down here. It's so sad. Throw that in there. Excuse me. Okay, so my thought is let's take the if I can follow this rail here. Should be able to. Ah, stay on it. Okay, there we go. There's something there that's kicking me up. The train is there. I think I just left it. I was like, that's far enough. Ah! Delete the train, Dave. The train works fine. Okay, so this rail needs to go... I need it to go down there. I already have one bauxite line over here. We could... well, here's the deal. That one's going to feed this plant over here, and I want this one to go feed that plant over there. The one we're just getting started. I could send it in this loop and then get it down from that one as well. Or Or I can start an entirely new line for it. Let's see here. If we... I just don't want tons of these spirals sitting around everywhere. Like, you know, I mean, I don't mind reusing things we already have. Like reuse this same spiral here, maybe. And just split the line off. Then we'll have to share the line. All right, what do we got here? Is this Mark III? Oh, hold on. That's Mark II. Hey. That might speed things up a little bit. E. Good. Now we just got to make sure it's set up for this. Max speed of 1200. It cannot handle 1200, but it is still going to put out more than it did. I think it was putting out 600. Now it should put out the maximum of 740, I think it is. Okay, let's go ahead and dump what I have just picked up in there. Well, good. Oh, the silence is deafening. Let's get some music going. Songs of Conquest. We're going to go with that today. A shared spiral is going to be possibly cause them to have to wait on each other. Could do a second spiral, one for up, one for down. It's just going to be hard to tie it in right there where it's at. Yeah, we're talking right up there, right? Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah, let me take care of these guys. This will be fine. Doesn't even see me. Okay, now we got to deal with this. Hold crouch. There's another one up here. Good. All right. All right. I kind of left that one off. I didn't really... Yeah, I just kind of stopped. So we could send a line through here. See, from that... Just kind of come... It would have to come down there, wouldn't it? Oh, dear. There's guys over here, too. Oh, and their mommy's here. Okay. Okay. There's also a hatcher on the side. Don't want it just randomly surprising me. There's one more over here. I don't think this one will be a problem, but we're going to go ahead and take it out. So if we're working through here, there might be enough room to just do a long decline or incline rail through this area instead of a spiral. So from up there, we did a slope down to here. I think we'd at least be close enough, excuse me, to come down there. Um, yeah. Okay, we'll try. I love being able to make progress off stream if I can, but sometimes it's just it's hard to balance the other games and, you know, life and work and all that. So here we are back again. I don't want this to be the only time I make progress, just when I'm playing it, you know? Like, I still want to do progress off stream, get stuff done, but not too much, because I don't want it to, I want to make sure everybody feels like they're involved. Everybody that watches it. All right, let's put this train, let's put the train in the station. I'm gonna bump it slowly. That should do. Yeah, that'll do. At least it's on the platform anyway. We're gonna start ripping this track out that we have here. Because either way, it's not gonna go back around there and come over here. I know that for sure. So we can get rid of this mess. Oh dear, okay, there's some uranium over here I want to be careful about. And a spitter. I won't be around the spitter long enough for him to do any damage. And then he decimates me immediately after that. Train is on that track, so I don't want to get rid of it just yet. But... okay, so the thought was, if we had a platform right here... okay, yeah, I happen to have my, train track, or train, yeah. Words are not easy. So this is north to south. Zoop is not on. I want Zoop to be on. Right there should give us the right amount. Okay. I think if we come there, we can start putting our double ramps down like this. Let's see where this ends up. I have not a single problem tearing this all back out if it doesn't line up the way I want it. No, I wasn't that high. Come on. Oh. Get rid of the build gun. Now we can slide down. Okay. This won't be too bad. We might have a station in the sky. We could also put the station on top of the build. We had to. Okay. Yeah, this will get us to the right spot. And we can just run a single track. Loops on either end. And then do I want my station up here? Do we want it to... we could spiral down at this point and just have it over the water. We could keep it up high. I have no. There's, yeah, that's about the same height as that one. So up here isn't a problem. But we could also bring it straight in over the factory and just let it sit on top. I think that'd be good too. Let's run these over. Wee. Okay, let's level with the roof. We probably want this above that, right? Yeah, there we go. That's the right spot. And then we could put our number ones in here. There we go. Make sure we got it lined right. This looks good. That. And then figure out how we want to do this exactly. But that'll be where the bauxite from that one will come down here. So I'll get another train running. Completely free of the or independent of the other lines, so it doesn't get in the way of anything, and then it'll just sit on top of the grid stuff here. Okay, let's get this worked out, and then we can start running this train. That'll be the next step to getting our aluminum process down here. We've got a start to what's going on with the oil processing in order to make more plastics. That's what we were last working on here. Got the polymers coming to this converting to plastics. It's bottlenecked right now because I'm not doing anything with this stuff. Right? This is that's still the okay. Right down here. We got a okay. Yeah. Polymer resin, the heavy oil residue is being sent over here. I don't have the other stuff coming into this yet. Yes, I do. Okay, the fuel is being made here. Now we could go ahead and start burning the fuel just to kind of keep the process going. We could just directly burn this fuel for now until we tie in with the next step in the process. Let's do that. I think I'm happy with that. So that's given 200 per minute on each of these, I think. Hold on. Oh, we actually are going ahead and send them for the next step. This stuff just need, let's see. Okay. All right, well, here's what we do. We're going to throw a couple lines of, I still need to put one of those on. I don't have that yet. Fuel powered generator. Let's do that right about there. How much is burn per minute of regular fuel? It will burn approximately, well, it actually has to have fuel in it to tell you. Okay. Let's get that on there. Sort of line straight down here. Come back right there, okay. Let's put that right here. Snap, snap. There we go. How much burn? 50 per minute. So 4 of these would take care of each of those. And we got 3 of them. Okay, four of these on this line. Okay, we'll do that. So 1, 2. And this is just temporarily until we it's temporary until the plumbing's fixed. There we go. Put splitters on here. They're called junctions. So they are introducing T-junctions in the next update. So instead of a 4-way, it can just be a three-way junction there. You don't have to worry about it. Which, for those that like the aesthetic of it looking a little bit cleaner, I can see why it'd be worth it. Okay, we already have everything in there. Let's tie the power to these. Let's go through grids above it. Tie this back into power so it can feed it, and that'll burn off the fuel from one of them. for now, obviously, once we get the other products over here, and we'll probably do that today. I just want to get the plastics continuously going right now. Shoot that over there. Oh, we already have grid there. There we go. Okay. And I actually overlapped some of that too. We need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. I don't like having double placements. I wish it wouldn't do that. I wish it'd be like, well, you technically already have one there, so it doesn't do that check. So you could place like 10 of the same thing in one spot. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to test it. And it would be okay with that. That's the weird thing. Not directly, but you could zoom into it, you know? Okay, get down. Really? Oh, that feels strange. 2. Yeah, made it. Okay. Right there. Okay. That will at least keep this going, so those can keep making their polymers, and that can keep making the plastic down there. Well, just these two, I guess. Why is this not running? This is where the polymers are going. Whoa! No power. Oh! That's cool. Also something we can correct. So, there's that. I don't know how I missed that, but it happens. Make sure it's tied to the output then. Yeah, it's all tied together to output. Okay. So far, we've got one back up and running. Let's get the other ones. Dude, did I do that? Okay, it's just the downward angle that makes it look weird. Yeah, I did that. Come on. Just snap into place. I didn't change anything in this game, did I? That's right. It was the other game that I changed. I don't know why this is being weird. But okay. Line number 2. We're gonna run off of this. Let's go ahead and just bring it straight down, like. I mean, it is just temporary. That's a straight line? Oh well. That sucks. Yeah, that's this. Nah, that's not staying permanently. That sucks. If this was permanent, I'd be a little more concerned with how bad that looks. But I'm gonna try to ignore it because we're just burning fuel off for now so we can keep our manufacturing going. We need to throw those in there. Oh, I already did. Okay, never mind, because I just picked the... Yeah, okay, cool. Let's pull power over. That. There we go. That should kick off the next set. Okay. That leaves this last set here, and that is out of polymer resin. Yeah, that makes perfect sense because we're about to free that up again. Okay, so this little spit right here we got to get a piece out of, right? So E, no, then E. 6. Let's do that. Good. I made it churn for just a little bit because that used up some of the fuel. Where's that? Yeah, let's do 3 more. I don't think this will be in the way of what we're doing. Let's run down here and pull that up and over. So that should be fine. Let's go and lift it up just a hair. Bring it over here. Should stop about there. Excuse me. What? Cheating little booger. One. That's caps lock. I can't. Okay. I can't even. Okay. That. This is oh so messy. How did that not want? Oh well. Here it went. Should add a little more power into our system too. Excuse me. Which isn't the main point of this particular plant. Like I'm really just need more plastic, but I figured we're gonna efficiently, like, this would be it. This is it, right? I can be done here. And we're making more plastic. But I'm like, since we're making the fuel, we might as well, you know, turn it into rocket fuel and burn it that way. Which there may not be enough room here for all the burners it's going to use, but we can always pipe it over to another platform in either direction and fit them in where we can. Or even, I mean, it's possible to pump it up, because for how many fuel burners it's going to run, it's not going to be a problem. We're not wasting power that way. Okay. And what I'm going to do with this compacted coal we're getting from here, I'm going to send it back over to the plant. I'll do a redundant sink array so it can sink it if it needs to, but we'll run the compacted coal back over to the plant that was using the sulfur and coal to make compacted coal. That way, what we're taking from it would still be no power to this one. That would be sufficient reason for it not to run. Okay, let's get up here and fill this section of grid in. Yeah, there we are. Right over here. Why? Another thing I'm not sure of with the, yeah, well, okay. Do they have? They don't have any markings that say it's heading any particular orientation, so. One more, there we go. I do like these that you can easily get through. I did not realize you could just run straight across them though. That's actually pretty cool. Cannot do a diagonal. Okay. Gap's a little too big for diagonal runs, but you can run straight across without falling. I say as I fall. Okay. Plastic production is back up and running. That's good. That is going over there and getting added to our plastic supply, which will help stuff in the main plant or in the main factory have sufficient supply, so we're good there. All right, next step is bringing, let's see, I've already got that set up for the bauxite to come down here. Let's see what we can do to get our sulfur and coal over here from way over there. Let's see, that is, yeah. I already have a downward spiral line that's getting the copper up from this place. It goes around there. I could use that same spiral, or so if I wanted to run a train, yeah, except for this thing's kind of covered here. I could do a train, or we could run conveyors. I'm not sure which is going to be the best solution. That is a little far away for conveyors. Let me just take a look at it and think. Ooh, really loud. That's a messy shape. Oh well. What was I doing here? We decided to make heat sinks. Okay. And what did I do this? What did I add in here? Just a sink? Okay. Good for me. What am I sinking that I just had to add it to this building? What am I sinking? Smokeless powder? Okay. I think that has to do with the fluid I'm getting from that and me needing the fluid to continue. Oh, get up, get up. I can't get in this door. Okay. Smokeless powders coming in from over here. It's being manufactured in this. We need that to continuously run because no, it's not. That's just I'm sharing the input line. Let's keep tracing it back. That should be a refinery product if I'm not mistaken. It'll be this, yeah. I need that to continuously run because this is making heavy oil residue and I need that to continuously run. Hold on. That's getting its this? Huh. Well, why did I stop that one? That might have been a mistake. Okay, heavy oil residue is being reduced by this one. Yeah, there we go. All right, I need that to run so we continuously get polymer resin, but the polymer resin's backing up. Where's the polymer resin going? It is being fed back into this one to make plastics. Okay. That was part of my problem over here. I've got one machine sending plastics up for us. That was the issue. Okay. Well, that was a supply line problem I didn't realize I had. Now it's using 150 polymer resin per minute, and these are producing. Hold on. Just this one is producing 325 per minute. Oosh. Hold on. So 50 water per minute. I'm pretty sure we've got more than 50 coming in. I just don't think I have. So where's the water coming from? This one. Yeah, it's producing 120. I've got this low clocked. We need another processor here. It is doing the best it can. Do I have a better recipe for plastics? Straight plastics. There's no room in this place for anything to be squeezed in, though. I need another refinery here. What if we... No, none of those would fit there. Gosh. Hold on. It's too messy. R dot fog 0. It's just too foggy down here. There we go. Yeah, I've pretty much got this slammed. We could get rid of... That's where we're putting... We could feasibly pull out of another spot for our dimensional depot for this. But that just frees up a little bit of space here. That doesn't really give us room for anything else. The polymer resin is going to get backed up. which is going to slow down everything else, right? The polymer resin's getting backed up in this machine over here, and it's the one supplying your heavy oil residue. So if the polymer resin's backed up, we could also just sink this excess polymer resin, right? If we had to. Where's my sink line? That is the sink line there. That whole thing. If I just threw a merger on the bottom of this, we could run excess in there. I need to set up a splitter merger thing. It would need to be along this line. So it goes there as long as it can, and then it doesn't. So, okay. I'm at a loss. I want another, I want another refinery in here to take care of this. That's what I want. Okay. Please tell me you're running north and south. I just want to know you're running north and south. You are. Good. Let's go ahead and throw another set here. We're gonna do something a little messy. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna throw a refinery down here, right? We're gonna have to close this area in and make it look nicer too because of that. That means we need to split the input, tie the output back to this. That means this needs to wrap around and go under ground right there. Or take it off of this side. That's right. We can take it off of this. All right. A splitter. I know it's going to mess it up temporarily. Lined up. That is lined up. Can we? Oh, there's plenty of room for a belt there. I don't even know what I was thinking. All right, and then a lift right here. Where am I going with that? How in the world am I going to get at? Works. This is going to look kind of messy here. Fixing to jank it up a little bit. Please ignore it. Yeah, that didn't happen. Let me get rid of this. Let's do this. Let's That's what I want right there. This is no. Okay. Well, there's other ways to do this. Yep, right there. Sweet. Okay. That's not nearly as janky looking. I can be okay with that. Polymer resin going to go underground. It's going to shoot over there. We also need to bring our water, and then we need to get back to the plastic line. We need to feed that back into this output here. which we can do from inside the building or underneath. So let's let's do it right here. We're gonna put a merger, which is what that is. It'll bring us in, and then a lift will take us out and up. Let's see where we're going. Right there. What is that? That is a... What is going on? Okay, well, that's a mess, but I'm not sure. Okay. But it's backed up, though. Why is it... I thought we were short on plastics. What's going on here? Did I oversupply it now? Oh. All right. I misread that whole situation. All right. So it's actually getting plastics from the other plant that's making it and bringing it over here to be used here. So this isn't even necessary for what we're doing here. So what... we don't even need more. We need less. We need less because we've got plenty of it. We just we need to do something with this this resin coming out on this end. Fix the problem. So instead of this, so basically, yeah, just the resin we're trying to deal with to keep those machines running down there. What should we do? Should we sink that resin? Because we're not processing enough of it. What are other options for resin recipes? We have resin we need to get rid of. None of these use resin, do that. We already have that. Just plastic. I think we've got the plastic sorted. We might just send this to the sink. Yeah, let's do that. Let's throw a merger on there. 6EEE. Gonna go that way. We're gonna pull that line back. That was 3. Sweet. Okay, and then we're just gonna take this resin and come over here with it. That's probably the best thing to do. Although, hold on. Okay, let me fix. That merger can sit there perfectly fine. We're going to throw a merger up here. I don't know why I got rid of the second one. E. Like that. Okay. And then take that and we bring it over here. You think I'm okay with that? Yeah, I am. And then that's going to go right in there. And that is going to go back to that. And we just leave a merger over there. It's fine. All right, and that'll take all the polymer resin. We can get rid of this bad boy over here then, and take care of some other junk that's going on over here. All right, this is a little more floor space. We're gonna deal with the resin this way, and then let's see. So that's this needs to go. This needs to go. Bye bye. All this mess over here. That doesn't need to shoot down and then go back up. Let me in. So instead, we can... I got this. I got this. Okay. What if we put a lift right? Let's see if we can get this to fit. 9. Right there. And there. And there. Eesh. Does not do default. Darn. Okay. Okay. Come on. Default will go right there. Let's bring it back a little bit. There, okay. That is that. We're going to put a splitter on the bottom here. Now, if we can get this belt to connect there and that belt to connect there, we're good. And there's less mess. Whew, okay. All right, now back down here and see what we still need to get rid of. Yeah, there's still this and this, and it's not super clean, but it's cleaner than it was. That means we still got a little bit of room here. We could fill this back in. No, yep, one of those. And this is, oh, my bad. I fix. That still needs to be a full. What is this? Huh. We still do a full platform there. It's not going to care. It's just going to overlap them anyway. Okay. Now we're just going to move our glass out here. Afraid it was going to get rid of some stuff there. Hey, you know what? We have to We have to do those because this is not going to line up window wise with what we're doing there. So do that. What happened? Huh? Oh. Yeah, okay. Right there. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, so that brings us out there that we can get rid of this section of windows as well. And then we're going to put them up across there. All right, I need to get a... You know what? Ah! I don't care. Land down here. That's fine. Let's get our hover pack on for this part. Be a little easier to manage. Nope, I'm going to place... How am I not clicking on the trim? The trim! Right there! Right, okay, 0. Thank you. Really not that difficult. Okay, let's go in there. Oh. Don't mind me. Why is that one not running? It's low on heavy. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why I didn't have this one running, because we didn't have enough heavy oil residue to run all of them. So that was 25 per minute. That needs 25. That needs 25. That's 125 total. This is producing 50. Well, huh. Either I didn't stinking care when I set this up, or I didn't do my math right. So, that one's trying as hard as it can. It can't keep up because these are requiring more from it. Let's just throw this in there, get rid of it. Boom. Okay. I don't think we're maxing out what this thing can do over here either. We're using 50. This is producing 300 per minute. Holy crap, Dave. Huh. Whatever. Okay. Sulfur and coal. coming in up here. I'm not getting power at all. I need to... Oh, I got power again. Good. Sulfur and coal are coming over here. They are... Let's see. If they're staying backed up enough, we can just run the train. We can extend our train line over there. Coal's doing decent. Okay. That's copper sheets. This must be our sulfur here. Sulfur is... Oh, yeah, because that's all those, and then all these are filled up. So sulfur and coal, we can actually pull out of here as well. Or my thought is we run another line, train line. We're just going to stack train lines all over the place. Okay, this spiral is an entirely separate line now, isn't it? That's right. Yeah. Okay, so we are using up the coal and sulfur from here, producing gunpowder. I can't spell. Black powder, excuse me. That's what it's called. Black powder. That's all we're using it for. So I mean, yeah, the compacted coal won't really help with that because that's not what we're using over here. Unless I mix it back with some sulfur over there. So never mind that. That's just regular black powder, coal, and sulfur. We're making this. We're making more than we need because we're turning it into that. We don't have to use it all up. We could slow that down some because we're just eating through it for no reason right now. We're not outputting. I mean, what are we outputting there? Plastic production's coming from somewhere else. The coal and sulfur are just being used for the black powder, if I'm not mistaken, which we're turning into smokeless powder, which we are sinking excess of. So it's just constantly running because it's being synced. Same with the resin. If we just need that to, if this is just for ammo, let's see if we can make it across here without dying. Falling. Yep, just barely. Oh, son, that gap. Okay. What else? Let's just chase our lines through here. Sulfur and coal. They're going to shoot all the way down to the next level. See if I can get out of there. Well, they're going to be used in here. Now. We're going right over here. Only place they go, let's see, let's check the end. Yeah, they don't go anywhere else. So they're just being used to make black powder. The black powder then in turn goes to these refineries and here. So part of it's making our nobelisks. Nobelisks we're not really using much. So that's not a problem. That is only being used to make nobelisks and nothing else. I'm not refining those to the other clusters and nukes and all that. No variants of that. So that's that. So that's done. It doesn't need to continuously run. Your black powder, your smokeless powder then comes over here. Now that we are using a lot more because we're making our explosive rebar. And that does have to have enough to run. But it's not, I'm not using up so much that it needs to run constantly, right? So then we've got smokeless powder there. We could feasibly not sink it, right? Because the only thing this is running for, because right now we're sinking all that. 4 of these is too much to process. So we're making 50 per minute of that. So only 2 of these running at max is all we can manage here anyway. So we could rip 1, 2, let's see, just make sure. We could rip 2 of these out. And just cut the sink off. Well, no. Cut this out of the sink for now. And then it'll shut down. It won't need to send the polymer resin over there anymore. So let's do that. We're going to balance it out with this. I must not have done my math when I put this together. Because, yeah. Let's get there. We'll get rid of those splitters in a bit here. Math was not working for me that day. Huh? I need that one. Shoot. Merger, splitter, 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 splitter. Okay. Okay, we're back in. All right, so that's that. We don't need to sink in that. We're just going to sink the resin, which could probably be done a little cleaner, but we're gonna stick with this. This is okay. Then that's just going to back up, and this will shut down. We're not going to keep using the sulfur and coal. I keep trying to say sulfur and sol. Making up my own words here as we go. And then we've got, I really need an entrance up here, don't I? Well, I guess there's one right here. This is close enough. So this is using the, okay, this is going to continuously run. That's using our plastics from over there, which is good. We've got plenty of that now. It's going to supply this and everything over there. And that is making our circuit boards. Circuit boards are then going out of here. Oh, because they're making ammo. It's still part of the ammo. Okay. Yeah. High-speed connectors then go out to make our rifle ammo. Smokeless powder is also being used for that. We're still good there. That's the rifle ammo, and then the rifle ammo goes in to make the homing ammo. Okay. I think we're still good. Those things aren't something I use up a lot, so they're gonna have a big backlog of let's get down there. That's one thing I don't like about this. Yeah, there's like this whole thing is fueling our dimensional depots. The dimensional depot has 5 stacks plus this one sitting ready to go, plus this. So that's not something that needs to churn constantly. So I think between all those things that are using it, so the explosive rebar and and this, like this was still the smokeless powder too, right? Yeah, just the explosive rebar and the ammo stuff. I think we're good to steal off some of this coal and sulfur. So now, with that in mind, we can grab it off of this line and run it all the way over there with conveyors. Or, ooh, perfect. Let me get over there. Please make it. Please make it. Please make it before the train leaves. Excuse me. All right, we can make this train go elsewhere or run a second train. I just want to check the stations as it goes around. I want to see how much coal's getting in there. Like if the coal and sulfur supply are staying backed up well enough, we can just run a second train through here. And well, honestly, if this supply is staying good, this train can still run to another spot and drop those off too. Let's go see where it's going. This one's just iron right here. Station 1 iron. That's right. It stops in that one from the other direction. I think this one also... It only stops from the other direction. There's your sulfur. Okay, we'll check that on the way back through. We're going to go to coal first, I think. Yeah, coal. That's right. The bottom left-hand corner. Behind my face cam, it tells us where the next station is. And that's all the way at the end of the line. This is a fun line to build. And we're going to turn off self-driving when it docks here. Turn off self-driving. Man, I can't even today. Okay. All right, I need to just check the... It won't let me see that one then. I don't have a buffer on this. Okay. Well, let's take care of that. Yeah. Okay. We need to rip off some stuff here. Because we need to be able to buffer over here. Duster buffer incoming. Let's go ahead and get a... Good, right there maybe. Just put 2 of these in. They're going to... What is 5? Oh. 3. 2. Do. 9. That works. All right. Oh, is that even Mark II? Get down there and buff it up real quick. Okay. That'll help too. We're gonna up its supply rate a little bit. Dang it, Dave. We aren't gonna go super pretty on this. We're just gonna trim it in like this without the 45 corners. All right, now that should fill up a bit quicker now, which should be good. All right, good. All right, let's jump back in the train. We're going to turn self-driving on. I think we can just take this same train and get our sulfur and coal over there. So let's go ahead and turn self-driving on. Go to copper sheets. Same thing with sulfur. We're going to make sure that is fully upgraded. When we stop at the sulfur station, we'll do the same thing. We're going to stop the train. We're going to hop out, make sure it's good to go, and then we'll move on to reworking our train line to get the sulfur and coal over to our new plant. Okay? I think that should be sufficient. These are all things that needed to be done behind the scenes anyway, like the just checking your supplies here. I mean, this one, I think it's okay. I would wait to do this one until we have our Mark 6 belts, just because it's gonna it'd be your whole factory redo. I don't think we necessarily need more copper sheets, but we could at that point work on sending them up to the excess up to the depot, or having another product being made before it goes up there. In which case we could probably, no, we're already doing that. We're already taking the connectors, circuit boards and the high-speed connectors out of this. And they're coming from these copper sheets. So these copper sheets are supplying the main depot with a product in the end. But I mean, there's more we could do down here too with that. Okay, this is our sulfur. So we're going to open the menu up. As soon as it docks, we're going to stop this. We probably need a buffer here too. I don't think I did a buffer. Okay, let's stop. Yeah, I did not buffer this at all. It's going to be on this side, so we're going to rip out this. Put a couple foundations right there. Oh, do two more. Okay. And then we're going to put 2 industrial storage units right here. There and there. Going to temporarily remove this. We're going to grab that and put it in. We're going to redo these because I did them the wrong way. Yeah, I want that to come out here, Dave. I want that to come like that. And then I want this to come here. Yeah, it's okay. And then the back we're going to send through double speed. Same thing with the buffer to the station. We want that double speed. Right now, yeah, only one line's going to show stuff on it because they're all running at a even speed. That is getting filled up though. That is full. Let's come up here, see if we can grab power before we. It did. Yeah, let's grab. I say that. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, we'll grab power. Is that a Mark III? That is a Mark II. We're going to upgrade that as well. Okay, good. That will give us 1200 eventually. Like I said, we'll just have to come through and... Man, when we get that, it's going to be a lot of upgrades, a lot of moving around to do to get all the upgrades going. But this is going to give us some more supply to this station and a buffer to make sure there's always plenty in there. So that's the next step. All right. self-driving back on, and let's go. This is going to make one more stop at the iron plant. Ugh. And then we'll head on down back to the main station. Yeah, nothing to pick up there. It's full. Means we could probably use that iron for something else if we needed to. What's wrong with them? Alright, so instead of this loop, what we can do is tear that at the midpoint, run it that way, right? So I think what I want to do here is just, so we're in the middle of that. We'll probably do like this, right? And then that means this will come back in. No. It'll connect like that. Good. So this will come through here to run on down there into a station we're going to have set up to give us that. So let's go ahead and start working on that station. All we need to do is run... I really just want a single platform. We might offset it and make it do that. Sure it's... right there. Okay. Change packs out. That's fine. If I can get it in the space above that, even. Boop. We're gonna run that gap. Oh, missed my platform. Where'd it go? Right there, perfect. Now we're gonna do right here, yeah. I have to do a corner for this because it won't run right like that. So, we'll have both of them running to the same station. I can do that. Because sulfur and coal are not the first ones. I think that's second and fourth on that one. So first is bauxite, second and fourth is coal and sulfur. Then we can have another one available if we needed it. But what I want to do here is try to run at an angle so we're kind of coming in next to each other. So we can run Let's get the right. Meh. Followed by a regular platform. And I'll do the tops of these two. Followed by a regular angle, straight, angled, and straight. Ah! I could have also shot it over further and come underneath. Yeah, why do I do that? Let's just go back. Let's rip that back out. We're going to come down further, and then we're just going to go underneath that side. Come in next to that line, or somewhere near it, so they can merge together. I think I'll feel better about that. Do. Slowly moving over now. Okay. So. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll shoot through here still. Still lined right. It's good. I'm not zooping though. Let's zoop. Zoop it. We're going to come underneath that line right there. Ish. I think a little before it would be fine. What about here? Yeah. Is it 10:14? For another hour, maybe? Remember, that was offset to the side a little bit. So what we're going to do next is put a half platform. Number 7. Let's make that 2 deep. Okay, right there. That should get us aligned. No. Same thing, just here. That should align us now ramp-wise with that. So we'll just bring it down there. Yeah, that works. Sweet! All right, those will run in here, and then they're going to merge into the same track to a station over there. So we're going to bring our platform over here as well. That's looking good. That's looking good. There's a lot of... I mean, we could... we'll put the station over here. Yeah. Because all that's... yeah, we're probably going to... Could also do it straight. Because I'm not 100% sure where our bauxite processing is going to end up. Let's say it's on this side. we'll lay that out. Train track right there. Okay, so this is going to come from right. Go midline there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. I believe that is middle. Yeah, that's the middle of that. Okay. And we want this to come from here. 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, and 3. Halfway here is there, I think. And then we should be able to connect those two like that. Awesome. Okay. Good. That is both lines merging in together. That's our start. We're going to get a train platform up here. Already have one. One is going to go that direction, though. Let's try this. If not, we'll rip it right back out. 1, 2. Not enough space, Dave. Not enough space. Okay, we need more platforms. We'll probably get rid of some of this, I'm sure. Well, okay, we're gonna run our track back. We don't want to fully tie it in just yet. We're gonna at least run this track back over there, so I can see what I need from those stations, right? And then we'll go up and figure out how we want to reconfigure that one. Let's pull it up here. Hopefully it won't dip underneath. Yeah, that's good right there. Okay, and this one's going to come up. We don't want it all the way. Right. There's good. How's that look? Yeah, that looks great. Readjust here. There. Now, this one needs to be 1, 2, 3 right here. Middle of this one. Leaves right there. 1, 2, middle of this one. There we go. Something doesn't feel right. Not quite the middle. Okay. Temporarily turn one of these around. There you go. And we're going to take... at to right here, right? Hold on. Right there. Okay. That still a little wobbly. I don't. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Try this again. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We've got this. We want to align it straight on that spot and then bring it 1, 2, 3 over to the middle of this one. Right? Right there. Okay? And then that's going to connect there. That should look much smoother. Yep, I like that. Okay. Let's run this, and then we'll come back and redo that corner platform. Eyes. Nope, doesn't want to do that. We're going to shoot back to this one then. Whew, almost there. Oh, sweet. Okay, now, technically, it's just this train. I don't need any junctions on here. That's right. Okay, I was looking at, okay, coal is on number 4, sulfur's on number 2, so 2 and 4. So it's going to be a 4-station train stop with 2 and 4 for our sulfur and coal. Okay, 2 and 4, 2 and 4. Quickest way back is to throw a train down and hop in it and go. And then we need 4 right here. And 8 on top of that. Good. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. We're just going to put a 4 and 8 on the outside edges. 4. 8. Yeah. All right, cool. We'll put our trimmer on that eventually. I'm going to wreck that one. Oh. What? I'll take it. All right, so let's throw a station down here. How many spaces does a station need? or we can't put platforms down until we have the stations in, right? We can't just throw a platform right here. It has to connect to a station. And unfortunately, so that means we have to get our spacing down right for this. So let's get the station pulled out here. That's number 1, right? Doesn't auto connect to this either. I might have to redo that piece of line. Click right there. H. Let's freeze that. Okay, it needs 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's for 2 platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that is where the platform will be. Then this needs to move forward again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there should be our train station. So we'll do that. Now we need to put platform there. 2, 3, and 1 more back here. Should in theory line up with, or not. Okay, no, that's fine. There we go. Now we do need train signals down here. So this is a shared station. I want them to be loops. I can't have that train go backwards now. I'll throw it all off completely. So this line needs to come back around to that. The other line needs to come back around into that. Oh, it's messy. I gotta throw this away. I'll be right back. 1 second. Sorry, take care of some text messages. This is. All right. That solves that problem. Let's see here. We got another problem created here by this train line. Let's just pull this up here so at least have something. Yeah, that's clear there. Excuse me. Big belch, big belch, big belch. Okay, so we want these train lines to loop. So we'll bring them out of the station here. They have to have... You can do it in less than 3. It's just really tight. But usually it's 3... I could do 2.5 if I had to. So that's 1, 2.5. Then we come over 1, 2.5. Yep. And we'll do the same thing over here. We're going to go over 1, 2.5, then come back 1, 2.5. So right about, is that my middle? A little further back. Like there? Let's check that. Yeah, there it is. All right, then that can run all the way down this side here. So let's say the end of the station. No, we went a little further, didn't we? Right there. And then that gives us room for a 3 turn here. 3 and 1, 2 and half of that one. That did not line up right. Nice try. You failed. See, this is a janky part again. This has got to cross that. What? It's not going to like this at all. It's not going to like it. Not a bit. We've got to put trains or signals out here, and that is not even on my hotbar for some reason. I'm not sure why. I should have. Let's get rid of buffer stops. Make this number 5. There we go. What if it needs to go both ways? I heard something click. Now we've got this big mess here. This is going to go both ways. So we've got to... Okay, this is going to be part 1, and it is, I think these are too close. That's a pain in the butt. That splits that off. We've got to split this apart. Yeah, don't need that now. Let's go ahead and pull this back. We've still got red to red. Red loops back on itself. This is what I think I'm not sure of, is why don't we split that? They still say they're looping back on themselves. Bot has no exit signal. That is the exit. You are the exit. Oh. Should be good there. Now this says signal loops into itself. Where? This is where it gets complicated. What if instead of block signals, what if we change those to path signals, which is a little more flexible? I've never really worked with them well. I mean, I haven't messed with them too much. So we're going to pull that up. I think if we do, let's see, pull 5 up and then press E, we should get a path signal there. So we set a path signal here and here. And then there. They're still not happy with us. It still all looks like one thing there. Signal loops into itself. I think our problem is these are so close, but it sees it as one. So let's just yeah, whatever. Just move this over a block. That's right. Nah, not zooping. Right there. Let's get rid of, yeah. That, and that. It's not even right. Not even worry about these yet. I do want to make them full loops. We're just going to pretend a rail comes in right here. You know what? Let's take this over one block. That's messy. Go over half. 1, 2, right here. Up the middle of that one's where that should be. And this is going to curve over to... Yeah, see, that's where the problem is. I didn't make that quite the middle. It needs to be over just a little bit more. Because it won't turn properly if it doesn't go exactly the middle of that one. Still not the middle. Here. Nope, nope, that's not where we're going, Dave. That's not it. That's not it. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, middle of this one. Okay, now. Let's just pretend this goes up a few. Pull it up to there, maybe. Okay, let's see if this gives us enough space to make all the necessary connections we need. That should be over about, let's see, 1, 2, here. Middle of this one. Do this before I forget. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, yeah, there he is. Gotcha. Okie dokes. Connect this to that. Good. Then, I just don't know if we can do, there's 3 off from that. Where did that one go? Right about there. So we're going to come to the middle of this one. I don't know if we can do a loop and a single line train on the same track. This still might be a problem here. Okay, we're coming in. Needs to be on the other. Okay, we're coming in. Why is it refusing to go to the other? There it is. Okay. That's going to come out on this side. That ends that one. It's also is here, here. Still said, okay, what is going on with it now? Exit signal. Block has no exit signal. There are other ways to do this, if we had to. Let's get a little bit of track up here. Oops. Something's off. That's got a little bit of a curve to it. for some reason. Should. Is this one? Oh, that's the messy one. That might be off too, which would throw everything off. That is not... It's not straight. Okay. There we go. Have I been playing for 2 hours? Thank you, Satisfactory. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're just gonna cut it right there. See if we can get better in there. Yeah, no. Mostly clear, mostly clear. We just got this one little junction here that does not like itself. So we can, we've got that side working, right? So we did manage to get it cleared out. This says it loops on itself, but yellow's just there. I think the problem's when you have let's take this out, maybe. There we go. And then we can, oh, but that's going to not allow it to go up there. What if we make that a path block? Path signal instead. And another one on the other side, too. Think that one's good. This one isn't happy. That one's good. This one's confused. Okay. We just about got it. I think my issue now is just there's no path past it yet. So let's run some track up here. See if we can get it to look happy. Oh, you're right. I have to do the half slab first. I heard him when I get down there. Excuse me. Okay, now we're good. Okay, now if I gave it an exit, it's going to continue to have problems as we go down there, but if I gave this an exit signal now, we'll just put a path signal here. It's not going to be happy, but that one should be okay now. Yeah, there we go. It is. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, let's tear this out as we go up. Oh, hold on. I'll make sure I didn't get any of the factory down there. That would be bad. All right. And that all looks good down there. Yeah, I think we're good. No. No. Darn it. Dang it, Bobby. Grab those power lines accidentally, and not something I want to delete. This one we will bring over one more. Oh, yeah, that's right. Two more. Let's get this lined up, and then we'll come back and cut it back out. We'll make our 45-degree corner. I like all the movement this has in the game with the trains, and we're going to get into the trucks soon as they bring out the new update. I do want to have some trucks running around. Not the most efficient way to move stuff, but you know, we're going to go with it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Is that still looking straight? Yeah, that's straight. Straight as a board. At least, well, I mean, not a board from Home Depot, but I mean, straight as a board. It's supposed to be. Okay, we're to cut back. And one. And let's see. 1, 2, 3. And this one needs to be taken back to... Actually, let's just do this. Then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3. Tell me that's the middle. Tell me that's the middle. It is the middle, but that does not look straight. What did happen? Okay. That. Get rid of foundation, turn it the correct way. Boom, boom. Now we have that sorted. Yeah, right there. Good. All right. That's about it. So I think we're gonna throw. We gotta get our signaling down here. We need to put a path. I think. We know how that works. I think it's just not tied in over here. Yeah, but that should be set. So now if I come over here and tie this in, what? I'm supposed to slide and go faster. Anyway, I should be able to tie it in where it's going to run down there and come back. Hold on. Before I do that, when you have the station set up, well, hold on. No, it's fine. That's not on its timeline, so it's just going to fly through it. That's right. It's going to go down there and come back. This train's running pretty far, considering where it's going inside there and then coming back through here. It's still over on this just one side of the map, but that's adding a lot of distance to it. So we're going to tear this loop out here. Well, let's let it run. Let's let it run. I don't want to throw off its connection right now. Then we're going to tear this track out right here. As soon as it's off of it. Good. All right. That should take care of the signaling issues down there. I think. I could be completely wrong. Let's see what this thing says. Signal loops back on itself. Well, I mean, it's going to have to. Dang it. It does say that. Well, if I put another one like this over here, this doesn't clear it up. Okay, well, let's put a... Oh, signaling issues. Okay. Yeah, that one looks like it's good. What dinged? I mean, yes, that would work now, but it doesn't really solve the problem. It just delays it for another section. I have to dig into this because this is a hybrid setup. Now that is going to possibly... Nope, not at all. Still has a problem here. What does it say? Conflicting? Are we conflicting? Signal loops into itself. Okay. Well, they can't. You can't go that way. So that's why that needs to be there. This comes into that, but we don't have an exit over here, right? We don't have an exit this way. I want a block going that way as well. We can go a little further down. We put both of them here. Get rid of that. Now, we've got a confused... Nope, that's green. That's green. That... kind of... Okay, alright, alright. Now our issue's down there. Okay. Just go. Okay, we're going to turn off self-driving. We're going to go. Okay, well, we kind of got it around that station. I think I kind of have an idea what needs to happen. So let's run down here. I can go a little longer and see if we can solve this problem. Because that's just a stop for this. And go backwards, 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 back up. Okay, should be good there. Now, I think we need to put one of these on the other side as well. Ding! No, it doesn't. Okay. Let's, I'm just going to turn on self-driving real quick. Let's go do that. It's going to sit here though, because it doesn't see a way through. Train signaling is a pain in the butt sometimes. Those two I could probably do without. Let's see here. If we zoom in now, we got an issue there now. That's on the entrance. No, that's the other side of that one. Where even am I at? Okay, can I land on that? Get out of picture mode. Okay. That was a lot further away than I thought. Okay, now. We had it working, but now it's messed up. We'll fix it down here, because that's... Yeah, we'll fix it down here. That one should straighten out once we fix this other end. I want to leave the train there with self-driving turned on so it can try to work its way out of this. But we should be able to work everything out down here. It's kind of still good. I think it's just this one right here. We don't have a input or an entry from this side into it. Everything down there is fine. Allegedly. That is blocking this. It's still saying it's looped. Conflicting entry signal types. And that throws the problem down here. So we want to go in here. Maybe? Yep. It's fine with that. Okay. I just had too many on there. Okay, alright. Let's just see if it continues. Or if it, yeah, because I haven't set it to do this one yet. So it's just connecting through. And it should be good. Yeah, there's no more signals along there till it gets to the station. Let's just run up here real quick. See if we can get a peep through their camera mode. It doesn't even show, it doesn't render from this far away, but it is running, okay? I think we're good now. So we can add this station into its we're gonna name this. Turbo and aluminum factory. Good. And now we're going to take the ammo supply train. We're going to edit the timetable. We're going to tell it to come to the turbo and aluminum factory. After stopping in iron, it's going to come here. That is correct. That is correct. Good. And then that should be saved. We're going to come in here also to number 2. We're going to go unload, and this needs to be no, that's setting the other thing, isn't it? 2 and 4. Unload. Over here we tell it to unload only. Timetable. Unload only sulfur and coal. Unload only sulfur and coal. Awesome. Save that. Save that. Now that's going to come in here. It's not going to try to put anything in the first one because I need to mark it to unload as well so that the bauxite can come in here. But I don't want it putting the iron in here, right? So when it comes through here, it's not going to try to unload iron if I've set this up properly. Okay. Now I don't see a yellow flashing thing on here anywhere. Let's see. Let's just wait and see if the train comes through. Map says copper north. So those, this guy here. No. I don't see him. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Okay. That is a long way to run. Huh. Oh well. Ammo supply train is coming. Let's just make sure it runs fine. I think we might have the signaling sorted out. Everything looks good here. Should see it coming down that line in a little bit. And then the iron station's way over there as well. And that's our copper train shooting through. Maybe it might not render this far away though, so we might have to kind of wait. No, it doesn't. That one just disappeared, so we're not going to see it till it comes over here. Okay, map. No, that's bauxite. Bauxite. This guy is here. Ammo supplies finally make it down to iron. No, he runs past iron because he's going to come here next. Nope, did stop at iron. Okay, fair enough. After iron is our plant over here, so we should be good. We're over there, so. All right, it's on our way, on its way. And on its timetable, this is the next spot for it to go to, so we should see it soon. Okay, there it is. It's going to run past that station. Coming through here. Awesome. All right, I think we have all our signals sorted out. So it's already been through here once. We just added this on here. But just as long as it makes it back out of here into the other place, we should be good. So it's going to empty out all its supply here. It stops rendering the trains. That's lovely. All right, well, we're gonna set up our buffers, output buffers over here, and should only unload 2 and 4. We get out of the way. Two and 4. Awesome. So it's not even going for this. Should be able to see this. I can't see this because it's stopped. Iron, copper sheets are staying in. When do we have the third one set to unload anyway? So that's why that's not even going. Okay. Let's set output buffers to that side over there. So here is output. Backside, you're right. Organization. I have all these already in. Okay. No, not 3. Silly. Great. And then we can work on our outputs from there. I think that'll do it though. Yeah. Okay. That was a very small step. We did a lot. We straightened out the factory over there, cleaned it up a bit. We got this train line run for, or platforms run for the bauxite. We got to actually put the line on it. And we got this train line running to bring the sulfur and coal over here. This we can go ahead and put to use in our blenders over there to start making our rocket fuel. We did get the plastic issue kind of sorted out. Looks like we have a problem backing up over here occasionally. What is going on here? We're backing up on polymer resin. We're not getting our plastics out. Ooh, okay. We need to set up a sink for that, I do believe. We can't have it backing up like this. It's gotta go. So I'll take care of that later. I don't know where. I somewhere along the line I need to put a sink. I don't know where it'll be at, whether we do it here or somewhere else. But like that means our plastic supply at the main depot is filled, right? So let's head over there real quick. We've got I've still got a couple minutes. Let's get up here. We should probably. Nah, we're manually pouring it for that. It's okay. I was going to say, we should probably have it going to that as well, but no big deal. That one doesn't need nearly as much. We could even do without the buffer there for it. Okay. Let's shoot ourselves up there. Let's try to get to the main depot. I think this will just barely get us on the platform. Okay, more than barely. We're good. All right, let's check our plastics out. And I mean, it should be full now, which means the factories that's using the plastics shouldn't be running out anymore. Mission accomplished, I would say. Just double check it. Plastics right here, number 1. Yep. Check the back. Oh yeah, it's still pulling out of the train station. That means all 4 of these are full. Let's go up top and see where we're using that. Ooh, hey there. Plastics are right here. Circuit boards are backed up. That is lovely. And then plastic is just, oh. Still not having quite enough for this, though. Where is the holdup? We have more than enough plastic coming in. Where's this getting this plastic from? Yeah. Huh. Okay, I'm bleeding off that line there. No. Turn the wrong way. Okay, it's still a problem though. Where else am I using plastic at? Because I shouldn't be having a supply line problem over there now. Because we have more than enough coming in. It's going to be way over here where we're pulling it out of the depot. Unless the issue is I'm hitting the belt, the maximum supply for the belt. It's a 5. It's a 5. Well, hold up. We got something for this. I haven't used a lot of these, but give it a minute to calibrate. It should have more than 480. Something's slowing it down if we're only getting 480 per minute. So Mark 5 belt. Let's just check everything below. This is a Mark 5 conveyor lift head. That is a Mark 5 conveyor lift. Mark 5 belt. That doesn't matter. What? Mark 5 belt there. What? Hold up. Ah. Mark 4. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right. This is starting to make sense. That needs to be doubled around there. Did we just use up all the plastic? Whew. We're chewing through some stuff. Okay. All right. It's okay. We got this now. We know what to do. We know what we... let's get back up here. Then why is it backing up? Let's get up top. Now, not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. Let's oh yeah, I have my launcher over here midway across this. I don't need the full launcher. I like the fact that with these hypertube launcher setups like this, you can just kind of pick your distance. So I can just jump in here and not have to be completely launched across the map. A little slower, but you don't like shoot so high in the air that it's hard to land good. Easy. Land? Okay. Now, plastics. Plastics. Must be the other one. Well. No, not that one then. I guess it... Okay, I'm just on the wrong end of it. Plastics. You know what that means? Yeah, we've probably... we're running off of some old equipment here. Let's get that upgraded. Everything below there is Mark 4, which was the best we had at the time. But it's sufficiently too slow. Ooh. What's that? Now, here's the difficult thing. I want to upgrade the actual conveyor head in there. But this is on it. So I need to come around to this side over here. So, I mean, this is 4 as well. Yep. That means these are 4. I'm not as worried about the sink side of this, because that should be good, because I brought that in later. Yeah, that's a Mark 5. Good there. This is a Mark 4. Okay. All right. All right. These also, let's upgrade. I mean, they shouldn't be, no, it's not going to be quite that speed. But let's just take care of everything in this, in the loop that could cause a delay. And get things going as quick as possible there. Again, the sink part, we could actually move those back to Mach 1s. Let's do that, as a matter of fact. They won't pull out nearly as much. Well, no. No. They need to be able to handle the full load if this ever does get backed up. That's taking a lot more than I thought it would. Dang. $50, $25, 12.5. Gosh, I can't do the math here. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 splits. Okay. So that'd be 0.5 divided by 10, right? So 0.5 is half. We divide that 10 times, we would get 0.05. So it's taking 5%. 5% of our maximum that we can output is 740. So 5% of 740 would be, let me use my phone for this. $37 per minute. Let's clock that and see. That one, that's right. This is not doing 300 per minute. It shouldn't be. Goodness gracious. Takes a little while to configure. If it is, I don't understand the math. Maybe smart splitters might be better for this. I don't know. It's saying 300 per minute. Mathematically, I don't understand how it does that. What does a smart splitter do? Maybe I'm approaching this the wrong way. So if I have a smart splitter, is it just able to split off? Okay, all right. What about then programmable splitter? Overflow. That's what I need. Okay. All right. This doesn't need to be here. Let's redo this. We're gonna keep none of it. Okay, so we're going to put a programmable splitter right here. We're going to put the overflow here, and the main here. So let's get in here. We're going to set this to any. Okay, and then here we're going to do overflow. All right, now we're going to pull this through here. Into that. Now. Okay. All right, there we go. That's all you need now. So that's what I did early on to set these things up. Is just did that cascade. But this, once you get a programmable splitter, I've never used those before. I'm glad to know what they do now. I could go through all these places that I have this set up and just do that. I mean, this could probably be cleaned up a bit if we shoot it this way, put a splitter there, and then merge from this side and go down. But I'm not going to mess with that right now. Let's drop down here. Let's get out. Okay. Now, gotta get back up top so we can get back up there and fix, check the factory out. I'm about to run out of time though. I need to get out of here. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna check all that out. I'm gonna troubleshoot those supply line problems in a bit. That should continuously. I mean, that was yeah. The conveyors were an issue over here. Now that should give us all the plastics we need over there. That should start catching up. So, thanks so much for watching today. I will catch y'all later. Hoping to do I don't know. The Tuesday stream might not happen. I've got some other things coming up. If it is, it might be a little shorter on Hightail, or I might do it earlier. One or the other. We'll see how that works. But don't forget Bible study tomorrow afternoon, either 2:30 or 3. Sometimes I forget and just get on a little late, but that should be in there as well. So I will catch y'all later. I hope you have a satisfactory Saturday. See ya. Bye-bye.